Hi everyone, we are live on FIBA Media YouTube channel with the FIBA AmeriCup 2022 last day for the third place. USA 84, Canada 80. Welcome to the post-game press conference. We are with Coach Nate Mitchell and Abu Kigab. We are going to start with our remote media members. Oren Waitsfield, first question.
Hey guys, I'll start with Nathaniel. Obviously not the way you wanted it to end, but you know, from just this summer, from this tournament to Global Jam to the Olympic qualifiers, three different rosters and all of them really competitive. I'm just wondering if you could speak to the depth of talent that Canada basketball put on display this summer.
Yeah, it's amazing what our country is doing, especially with our young players. I think that goes a lot of credit to our federation and Rowan Baird and Michael Bartlett and Michael Meeks as general managers, finding these players and making sure that they're, available to play for our country. And then Nick Nurse just setting a foundation for our whole country, just how we want to play and offensively and defensively, and just have a one team, one goal mindset. And so this was a great experience for us. We continue to grow, and I think that continuity that we tried to build with all our programs will help our country get better.
And then for Abu, can you just speak to how well did you know this roster and the guys you were going to play with in this tournament coming into it? And can you also speak to this roster's depth and what you saw from your teammates?
Knew with a couple of guys coming in, but for the most part, we're all pretty brand new. I thought the coaching staff did a great job of helping us gel together in a short amount of time, and our success so far is just a testament to that and to them. And very appreciative that I have those type of people in my corner, and very happy about that.
Coach, you guys played 6 times here, 6 close games. How meaningful it was for your young players and for you as a coach?
It's funny you said that. I said the same thing to my team in the locker room. I think we're probably the only team that played 6 close games. I think some guys, they won by big or lost by big, had a couple. And for me, it was great. I got to learn a lot. I always want to win every game. But for our guys, the growth, being in a game with 3 minutes to go, 2 minutes to go, these are situations you practice all the time. But you don't practice them with the length and the athleticism of the other team, the crowd, the officials. All those things come into play, and I thought it was great for our guys. Thought it was great for me and my staff. And those guys made my job real easy, to be honest. In every situation that I've been through, I'm going to take it and grow from here, and hopefully I get another chance in the future. But I think the future is bright for a lot of our young players.
Abu, Marcel Pedrosa from De Quinta Podcast here in Brazil. For you, a young player playing at this level, having a good game tonight, 18 points against this USA team with a lot of pros. What are you looking for your career?
I'm just looking to get better every single day. That's my mindset. I know if I just get 1% better over a long period of time, everything will take care of itself. So I try to not look too far into the future or too much into the past. I just try to stay in the present and do what I have to do.
Coach, I'm Gustavo from De Quinta Podcast here in Brazil. What you think you learn as a coach here in this AmeriCup with playing against different schools of basketball?
Yeah, I mean, as a coach, I've been an assistant coach with the senior men's team too for the last 4 or 5 years. So I've seen this level, and for me, it's just stepping a couple seats over is a big difference. Managing the game, and sometimes when you have experienced players, they help you through that. And for me, just managing the game, understanding what's going on, understanding the players on the other team, it's a big part of winning. Big part of paying attention to detail. So for me, I just continue to grow, continue to understand what's going on out there, and hopefully it helps us within the windows, because the ultimate goal here is to make the World Cup and qualify for the Olympics and medal. So that's where our country is and that's where our mindset is. And developing these players is all, it helps us. It helps us grow and for the future to go on.
Last question for Holly Mackenzie.
Hi guys, hi Nate. I know you sort of touched on this, but could you talk about the growth of this team just throughout this tournament, from like the first practice together, and as just also their commitment and the buy-in to the team's goals? I mean, I know you guys mentioned a younger team, everyone didn't play with each other, have a lot of experience together. What's it like for you as a coach to see that come together and evolve and grow?
Great question, Holly. I just felt like our team grew every game, especially from game one. We finally got together here in Brazil. Is when we finally got to practice. 2 games, 2 practices before we played Brazil. So all these games were situational play and lineup changes, and I started 2 different lineups throughout the tournament. Some guys played, some guys didn't. For us, I felt like we did what we needed to do to try and compete within these games. And the big thing, I think, is to end the game. Last 3 minutes. You can play hard, you can come back from 15, you can be up 8 and lose the lead, and it's going to come down, tie game in 3 minutes. What do you run? How are you guarding them defensively? And are you putting pressure on the rim? I think all those things come into play. So for me, it's just, again, continued growth. And for these players like him, who didn't play well the first 3 games. In the last 2 games, he's played really well. So I'm happy to see this production from him tonight, and hopefully he can take that in his career, just coming out of college.
Thank you both. We'll continue soon with USA.
Thank you for having us.
We continue with the press conference after USA 84, Canada 80. We are now with Alex Jensen and Gary Clark. Congratulations. Coach, as usual, your opinion about the game?
First, I do mean this, a lot of credit to Canada and Nate and his staff, because we played them in a practice game when we first got down here, and the improvement that they've had as a team has been pretty remarkable. It's a hard thing, and firstly, I'd like to say that, and then our guys, this is a hard game to play in. It's a hard tournament. It's no excuse, but we don't have a lot of time together, so it just comes down to making plays, which they did, and playing hard as you can. So I'm happy for our guys, and it was an honor to be a part of it and to win tonight, as far as it goes for me.
Gary, good night. Marcel Pedrosa from the Quinta Podcast here in Brazil. What's your thoughts about the Brazilian energy, the crowd, the city? What do you remember from Brazil?
It's definitely been an experience. I think for our guys, we got here. The weather is nice. I think most guys were upset they couldn't get in the ocean because of the sharks. So, been you all have taken and embraced us, really well. So our guys, we've enjoyed our time here. Our hospitality's been great. So nobody ever thought we'd be in Recife, but it's been a great experience.
Really quick, credit to our guys, because Brazil's a place you could easily lose your focus. And our guys did a great job with that, because it is beautiful and people are great.
Coach, you had I'm sorry again. Coach, you had the honor to represent your country. We know that the United States can throw 15, 20 teams in competition to be competitive with a lot of different formations, different coaching staff, different players, such a pool of players. Can you talk to you how special was the experience to represent your country and have that kind of honor?
From day one, I think I felt it, and we talked about it with the players. But you're part of a special group. I can't remember the exact number. Was it 260? 200 what? 201 like players that have worn the jersey. It's not as many as you think, but you're part of a fraternity, and there's pressure to it. But like you're carrying it for the moment, and you want to take care of what those before you had done, and then pass it on in good shape to those that come after. And I think our guys did a great job of that. And it's interesting, like once you're a part of this, like the encouragement that we got from coaches that have done this before, and like they're really invested. It's special. There's nothing in this is probably one of the few rare true forms of basketball left. I think tournaments like these, playing for your country. So it was an honor, and I think we did a good job of carrying the torch and getting ready to pass it on to whoever's next.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Gary. Thank you very much. Have a good night.